What is going on, everybody? Just a Savage here from Crazy Color Gaming. Welcome back to a brand new series on my channel, guys. Today we are going to be starting the first episode of South Park, The Fractured But Whole. And please leave me a comment down below if you laughed by the name of this video game. Also, before we move on to the video, I just want to tell you guys to go down there and smash the like and subscribe and notification bell button so that you can stay in the loop for when I post up goofy, outlandish, out of this world content such as the video that you are about to see. And also, before we get started, we have a brand new sponsor. We're just going to give this sponsor a minute to tell us what she is advertising. Even though she is still butthurt about the whole game, Polly still continues to rage over the fact that Sonic Forces is real and is actually a good game. So, without further ado, shall we get started with episode 1 of our South Park The Fractured But Whole Let's Play series. If you guys are excited, please leave me a comment down below, and we are going to get started. So, we're going to begin a new game. I've already played this game twice. I haven't even played it all the way through. So we will get to a certain point where everything to me will be blind. So, let's get started, shall we?
What has become of this city? There used to be laws, justice, not anymore. Crime is out of control, cats are missing, and townspeople are being victimized.
Oh, hey! Who pooped on my porch?
What's going on with you? Whoa! Whoa! We were supposed to protect those who couldn't protect themselves.
Get off my car, you little pecker!
Now superheroes are torn apart by political differences. We are two sides at war. But war isn't going to save our city. Time travel is my only hope now. Myths tell of ancient times, when a new king united a kingdom torn apart by a powerful stick.
Hi, hon.
Shut up, Mom. There's no time to waste. I have to go back, change the present if I can, and find this cat. And in doing so, perhaps I can change what has happened to all of us.
Well, wasn't that an interesting introduction, guys? Now, what we are going to do now is we are going to design our character. Now, how this was supposed to work is that you were supposed to play the Stick of Truth first, and then import your character from the previous game into this one. But since we do not have the Stick of Truth, which I'm actually kind of relieved about, we are going to make our own character. Now, we are going to be playing a cisgender male, and you guys will understand why I say that later on. I don't know if we'll be able to get to that part in this episode, but let's just make our character, shall we? So, from here you have a variety of different options. You can change his hair, You can have him have makeup if you want. You can have him have facial hair, which to me kind of doesn't make sense because you are playing as a kid, but at the same time, like, it is your character. So you can also change the color of his hands as well as his clothes, and you can even give him some eyewear. So first off, we're going to give our character here some hair. Now, I do have an idea of what kind of character I want to make. I'm thinking of making him a strength character, and you guys are going to see how you make your character's superpowers and stuff like that. Like, you don't make them, you choose them for him, and they like determine your effectiveness in battle and stuff like that. I'm looking for something that is decent, something that that looks cool, but more like brawly, so more like short hair, and we will be finding more hairstyles like and stuff like that in the game, as well as cool costumes, makeup, facial features, and stuff like that. It's really going to be cool. So, I guess let's just put him high and tight. You can even change the color of his hair depending on what hair type you've selected, but because he has a buzz cut, we really can't change his hair color. But we're gonna go down here. I know I said that it doesn't make sense for a kid to have facial hair, but at the same time, I don't know, I like to use some imagination. So I think what we're going to do is, I think we're going to give him some kind of a beard. There we go. That actually fits what I want him to look like. Now, this is the color palette. This will basically allow you to choose the color of your character's hair. You can make it any shade you want, any color, anything that you want. But I think we're just going to stick to classic brown. Maybe make that brown just a little darker. Okay, now we're going to move on to eyewear. I don't see him wearing any glasses, so we're just going to skip that for now. This is where you change the color of your clothing. So I'm going to keep his primary color a bright red. Let's make this a bright red. And let's make his shirt, let's see, I think I'm going to go for like a dark yellow, almost sunset orange. And then his hands, I think I'm going to make them... Let's make his hands blue. Let's make his hands blue. We have that perfect red, yellow, and blue style going on here. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go click next. Now... I don't know if you're going to be able to actually hear it. I don't know if you guys actually heard the introduction.
It doesn't affect combat, just every other aspect of your whole life.
I don't know if you guys heard that, but what Cartman just said was just hilarious. But from here we can choose our character's skin color. Now, do not be confused by it saying easy and very difficult. It's a joke. Like, you get to choose your combat difficulty later on in the game. This is just a joke, but this is basically where you get to choose your character's skin color. So we're gonna go with that, and then we're going to press create, and then this cutscene is going to begin.
The Moorish are attacking! There's Moorish everywhere! Don't let them get to our base! It's too late! They've taken Kuba Keep! Ah! Fellas, they got the base! You gotta stop them! Fight the Moorish! Their armor is too strong! They're wearing bicycle helmets! Where is the king?
And here we see our character taking a bathroom break. Now here's something that you actually get to do in this game. It's actually a little bit of a mini game. You have to help him use the bathroom. So that's basically what we're going to do. And there we go. Okay, so this is our character right here. And we just got Deuce Master. It isn't that great. So, before we exit the room, I do want to share with you guys something. So you see this cabinet, it has a yellow handle. That means that your character can interact with it. Anything that has yellow on it, your character can interact with it in some way. Such as you can use the toilet, you can open containers, and you can even open doors to get to other areas. And this is going to become very useful in this game because there is a lot of loot and a lot of hidden stuff in this game that we need to find if we are going to 100% this game. I don't know if I want this to be a speedrun or a long play. Please leave me a comment down below telling me what you would like to do, what you would like to see me do, if you would like to see me try to 100% the game, or if you just want me to rush right through it. But with that being said, let's exit the bathroom.
We should be happy that he's made friends in this town so quickly.
We came here to hide. More friends just means more trouble.
You're being paranoid. You need to lay off that stuff. It's changing you.
Oh, lay off! It's the one thing that helps me relax from your stupid shit! Oh, hey, whippersnapper. Didn't see you there.
Your friends are downstairs, kiddo. Get out there and play.
Yeah.
It's always nice to come out of the bathroom after taking a crap and then seeing your parents arguing in the hallway. That's always a really good sight. So, when you open your closet, nothing really happens. Oh, actually, something does happen. You get some bolts of cloth, duct tape, and something else. Those are actually crafting regiments, and you can actually craft in this game. It's not like Minecraft or anything like that. It's basically you collect the materials, and then once you have enough materials, you will be able to craft armor and stuff like that. So you guys will be able to see that in probably not in this video, but most likely in the next one.
Let me stop crying, sweetheart. I just have something stuck in my eye.
Now, as far as I know, I think your parents' relationship actually gets more relevant to the story as the game goes on. So, I think we've done everything we can in here, so I guess we're just going to walk out of the room, out of the house.
The Moorish are attempting to overtake Kufa Keep. You gotta come back, my liege. You're our only hope. My lord, come on, dude.
Okay, so this is when we are introduced to this game's battle mode. So, let's begin battle. Turn on that epic music, please. Okay. So, allow me to explain what is going on here. This is the battle grid. This is a three-dimensional RPG-style battle system in this game. The blue squares that you see allow you to move. You cannot move into any square that is not shaded in blue. This allows you to come up with defensive strategies as well as offensive to easily defeat your opponent. So we only have one move at the moment, but that's just because this is the tutorial. So we're going to press the square button to engage, and you see those red squares, and between those red squares are red arrows, and those red arrows mean that when you use this attack, the enemy that you attack is going to fly in that direction. And if another opponent just so happens to be within that range, they will get damaged as well. But if one of your allies happens to be in the square that your enemy is going to fly in, your ally will attack the target to do additional damage. So here, I am going to show you by pressing X. That's called a knockback combo. Powers with knockback can cause extra damage to enemies by knocking them into other enemies, allies, or objects. It's one of the very few times when a game actually explains something better than me, so... Okay, so basically we're just going to do the same thing again. There we go.
Can't take us all on.
Okay.
Yes, fuck away.
So here we are in the next fight. Now here we are dealing with even more enemies. So this is when we have to be a little bit more strategic. Attacking an enemy first grants combat advantage, giving you the first turn. To see the full combat turn order, check the timeline at the lower right. So, different powers can affect different areas of the combat grid. You can preview a power's range by checking the diagram under its icon. So what it means... So when you take a look at the icons at the lower left-hand corner of the screen, right below them are their grid radius. At least that's what I like to call them, their grid radii. That basically shows you the area of effect that the attack is going to have. So if you can use it correctly, you can deal massive damage. So what we're going to do is we're going to stand in this square and we're going to have our character face in this direction, and then we are going to have him use this attack. And yes, one of your character's special attributes is that he's able to use his farts to change the world around him, and you guys will be able to see that later on in the game. So now we're just going to use the basic attack again.
That was super gross, but not gross enough to defeat us.
Our king is undefeatable. You have no chance against all of us.
Your king's too powerful.
Let's go. We've got to get inside Carmen's house. Stand aside or die. We're going through that door.
You can't,
Oh yeah? Why not?
because everything in front of here is lava.
Oh, dude, no way. All that is lava?
Yep, everything from here to here is lava. You can't cross it.
Shit!
Come on, let's get inside.
We can't. They're saying everything in front of the door is lava.
Oh, that's not fair.
What do we do, the king? What do you do now? You die. Release the dragon.
So this is basically our first, this is like a tutorial boss fight.
A dragon?
We're fucked.
No. That's the dragon roaring. It's pissed.
Enemies may attempt to attack you while you explore. If an enemy ambushes you, they'll automatically get the first combat turn.
Oh, man. He's still not dead? Oh, man.
Ready to fire breath.
Striped red squares indicate the damage done of an impending attack. Move to a safe square to avoid getting hit.
Get out of the way of the fire breath.
Don't end your turn where it's gonna hit you.
Our king dodged it. Ah, damn it. Okay, if you get a fire breath attack, our king, you can't stop the kick. Hard.
Have to get out of the street for the car. Have to get out of the street for the car.
Stay out of the street, damn kids!
Clear.
Okay, now we can get back to being serious.
You can't stop the king. He is all powerful.
So this attack will one-shot this dragon.
What a tiny
Oh, shit.
dragon slayer.
That's such a creative name for our character. Really creative.
Oh my god, he defeated the dragon.
No frickin' way. That kid's amazing. Wow, did you see that? The king's amazing.
So yeah, whenever you see a glowing yellow crack in something, that means that your character can break it somehow.
Right, the king will find it.
Yes, only
And you see the yellow on this step ladder? That means that we can move the step ladder
only the king with his king, two dragons searching
to any area, and then we can use the step ladder to get to higher areas.
Holy fuck.
Now this is all about timing. If you don't press the button at the right time, that
I
happens.
thought the king was going to do a sweet
And I
job,
was
but
honestly trying to press the button at that time, but it didn't happen. There we go.
Speak, Bard! What happened to the stick of truth? The wizard had it thrown into the ocean. Lies! You shall feel the wrath of the Moorish.
Unhand him, you heathens! Release the Bardo, you'll have the king to deal with!
The king! They say he can slay a dragon with one blow.
That's right, and if you don't... wait, whoa, where is the wizard?
I thought he was with you guys. Now we got a distress signal to come help him here. The wizard is gone. My name is the Coon. I'm from the future.
Dude, we said we're not playing that anymore.
Yeah, we're all split up. What's the point? This is the point. In my time, there is a massive crime wave and missing cats. I knew my only hope was to assemble the team.
Hey, you can't switch games like this. Where's the stick of truth?
Shut up, Kevin. This isn't about some dumb stick. There's a cat in trouble, and it's the key to finding the crime syndicate new to our town. In the future. Crime syndicate? That sounds too heavy for Coon and friends. Well, what do you want, Clyde? You want the fucking Freedom Pals to find the missing cat? Get the $100 reward and make their superhero franchise more popular?
Fuck the Freedom Pals, dude.
That's right.
Oopsikins! There's a loud ringing coming from your basement playroom.
The Coon Alert. Come on, Coon friends. Go get your stuff and report back to the Coon Lair. In the future, Coon and friends assemble. Sorry, guys, you can't play with us. We're playing superheroes now, and you guys are dorks.
Okay, so we just got through the tutorial section of this game. Now, I am going to finish the video game. I'm going to finish the video here. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'm sorry I haven't posted in a really long time. The reason why I haven't been posting a lot of Terraria lately is because the mic that I use on my PC has really been acting up, and I really do not know why. So I figured for the time being, I continue to record on my PS4 until I figure out what's wrong with my mic. So, without further ado, this is just the Savage, aka the Spectrum Gamer from Crazy Color Gaming. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell button so that you can stay in the loop whenever I post up content such as this. I will see you guys in the next episode. God bless ya!